The Senate on Sunday passed the Inflation Reduction Act, a bill meant to provide key funding for clean energy investments and measures to reduce prescription drug costs, after an hours-long vote-a-rama. The marathon session that started Saturday continued into Sunday afternoon, with senators voting on a number of amendments to the 755-page legislation, including a failed provision offered by Senator Raphael Warnock, DGA, that would have capped the cost of insulin products at $35 per month for those Still, despite the bill's fraught journey and many compromises, there are some victories that should have a tangible effect on the average American. On Saturday, Vice President Kamala Harris cast the tie-breaking vote to launch a full day of debate over the bill, as well as several last-minute amendments Republican senators were floating. Senator Joe Manchin, DWV, warned his colleagues in the Democratic Caucus not to fall for Republican senators' fake amendments, since no Republican planned to vote for the IRA under any circumstance. For most of Sunday, the Democratic Caucus seemed to be following his admonition to vote against Republican amendments, and for that matter, any amendment that could throw off the balance of the carefully calibrated bill. This included those by Senator Bernie Sanders, IVT. Sanders stood alone on proposed amendments to reinstate the child tax credit and a guarantee that Medicare drug costs wouldn't exceed what the Department of Veterans Affairs pays for the same medications, CQ Roll Call reported. The legislation is a pared-down version of the Build Back Better Act, the Democrats' ambitious agenda to fund health care, education, and clean energy that Manchin effectively killed back in December. Manchin announced on Fox News that he wouldn't vote for the legislation as it stood then because of concerns about entrenched inflation. At the time, Manchin released a statement saying that the true cost of BBB would far outstrip its initial $1.5 trillion price tag and expressed concerns about the national debt. My Democratic colleagues in Washington are determined to dramatically reshape our society in a way that leaves our count. I cannot take that risk with a staggering debt of more than $29 trillion and inflation taxes that are real and harmful to every hard-working American at the gasoline pumps, grocery stores and utility bills with no end in sight. Manchin's declaration in December meant those priorities were all but